Welcome back, whippersnappers. This is Gramps. We're in Shapes 2 hard mode, the dimension update. A couple of things. So last episode, we got this operator Shape 4 all dialed in. You can see it's starting to deliver. It's about halfway done to the milestone, which is exciting. There was also an update, a dev update posting from Tobias, who has created this wonderful game. Saying they're talking about going out of early access. They're still in early access, and the concern is that some people may think that the game's not ready for prime time. That it's not actually ready to go, which it obviously totally is. That said, they're right now they're aiming towards September for a 1.0 release, and they are just kind of going through all sorts of things and seeing what they can do to get it finalized. It looks like there's also a whole new game mode planned, which is pretty exciting. And they think that might actually become the default game mode. So I'm seeing a lot of stuff coming in here. That is not delivering. So let's do this. Let's get some extra love going. We'll have 2 of these going for now. All right. And anyway, so with the new game mode coming out, if it does come out in September, whenever it comes out, you can be sure that I will be following it and doing all sorts of updates. So if that's the sort of thing you want to see, make sure to toss in a subscribe. Heck, a little bell notification. That never hurts. Well, I mean, sometimes it hurts when there's a lot of posts, but I only do 3 posts a week, so that's not too bad. Sometimes 4. Sometimes I go crazy and do 4. But yeah, it shouldn't be too overwhelming. A like on this video, also good. So last episode, I mentioned that we had some technical difficulties, and I was just sort of talking over all of this stuff. But I did actually start on a new task, which is this task here. Also, I see. Oh, that's right. That I know what that is. All right. So here's what I did for that task. Let's go back in time. This is the task that we got in and taken care of. So what I did is I created a machine that takes a single square and paints it red. A single square, paints it red. And then another single square and paints it blue. Then that goes through all of this cutting and turning. All right, so each belt that comes in here gets quadrupled. So each of these comes out, and at the end of this, you're in the upper right quadrant, the northeast quadrant. Then for the blue, we just did a 180 flip. So now it's in the southwest quadrant. And then we've got these trains of 4. So we are getting through these very quickly. That said, I have put a little bit of a hold on things because they come in here and get stacked, right? So what we need to do now is have circles doing the same thing and coming in and getting stacked on top of all of this. Okay, so we will have the circles first going into one of these, a regular stacker, and then those stacked circles will come in and go on top. That's what we are looking to do. And again, that's going to be coming in quad strength. So we have circles ready to go down here. So I just need to take one of these, paint it red, take another one, paint it blue. So let's get that going. And I think I'm going to just kind of speed through this because I feel like you've seen me do this a million times before. And let's do it I'm going to yeah, let's do it. I'll probably let you watch in super fast motion. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, so let me show you what I just built. This is kind of crazy. So I didn't really leave a whole lot of room in here for these top shapes to roll in. So we've got some dual layers happening. Jumping this train over all that. And then, yeah, we're just bringing them all in and getting them all settled. Now these other ones, we're going to bring in from the other side. When we get to 3 layers with the windmills, we'll bring them in from the other side. But yeah, looks like this will work. So let's come down here and get some trains going. This will be red. And shapes. Oh wait. Point 4 cars. And then this will be blue. And also 4 cars. Okie doke. So those are going to start rolling in any second now, right? All right, what did I do? What did... Oh my god. I did. All right. Almost any second. Same thing over here, I assume. Nope, this one... Ah, yeah. Same thing over here. Hey, alright. Oh my goodness, look at these trains. Jumping over that. Nice. Okay, so these, you can see these fully painted shapes come in, they get sliced. Then they get rotated so they're all in the same orientation. That one belt splits into 2 belts. Then they get turned again so we can cut one more time. So then those 2 belts now get turned into 4 belts. With one of these guys getting rotated. So they're all in the same shape. Now I could save so on the red one, they're all in this orientation. They're all in the top right orientation. And in the blue one, again, they are all come out in the top right orientation. So then here they go through a 180. When we do the same for green, we're going to do just a clockwise turn instead of a 180 turn right here. But we could go ahead and start doing that. You can see too here that I just have 2 sets of circle shapes being created, and they're just kicking out to all these things. So getting that all handled. That said, I can do this. I can just copy all this and come up here to green. All right. But instead of these, we will do clockwise. And we're just gonna cut this and flip it like so. Okay, and then over here we'll put 2 green trains. come out this way. So we're just going to add green up here to there. So that's going to make our green circles, which will be used on the top of this. Once that's ready, and then we need to do the same for squares. So here's where we've got all the squares going. It will be a little bit cheaper if we copy, oh, wait, here. From red, it doesn't matter. So where's some green? There's got to be green nearby. Right here. That. And I'm going to cut those. Oh. Shift flip them to go this way. And again, getting rid of those and doing a clockwise. So we just need to get some squares coming in this way. And we'll do red. Oh, no, no, no. Did I kill that train? No, I think not. Okay, so green. Run down this way. Okay, so that gets our green squares all ready. Then those are gonna have to come in and join here. So let's see what we're waiting on. Why is stuff not moving yet? All right, there we go. Now it's moving. So we've got these coming in, and those will come in and go and be on top of all this. Actually, you know what? While we're here, we're gonna do another. Let's give some extra room. Maybe we'll see if Gramps can learn from mistakes. Okay. Because travel time on belts isn't a big deal. Okay, so what I want to do. Oh, here's another tip too. Is if you have a multi-layer thing, make sure you're on the lowest layer before you do your copy. So I'm gonna shift flip that. And yeah, that's going to be coming in over here. So what we're going to need to do is first get the green squares coming in on the bottom, then the green circles on the top. So green circles, ahoy. Boink, easy. Oh, that's green squares. There we go. So the green squares are going in on the bottom. Then where's our green circles are down here. Oh, look at that. So many. I'm just going to bring you up here. And come on. Right? Yeah. Oops. Just deleted a couple square shapes. Okay, we'll survive. All right, so we have our green circles on top. So this is going to make our bottom right shape. And this I'm going to cut. We have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We'll make this a very little bit less spaghetti. There we go. Well, we want these to come in at 2 different layers. So what we'll do is this guy will remain at our upper layer and be just on top of this one. All right. Hey, there we go. So this is all good. Now we need to make some trains, of course, that I forgot to do. And these are the quad trains for that and also for circles. And yep. Okay. And look, we only have 800 platform limit. Let's look at this. Oh, we just unlocked our pin pusher. Kaboom. So pin pusher adds pins underneath the shape. For every non-empty quarter on a first layer, we will add a pin. But look at this. We just got 500 platform limits. So now we're at 1300. Yay. Our next milestone is an exciting one, the 3rd platform floor. So looking forward to that. Yeah, it's going to let us use a 3rd platform floor. And 0, 1, 2. Okay, so it's an upper floor. And yeah, we just have to make this, we will make this shape eventually. So, very cool. Here comes some shapes in here. Start getting ready. This guy is done. So we are done with that. So let's go ahead and cut this. And I'm going to copy all this, but I'm going to shift flip it. And perfect. So we're gonna, oops. All right, so we're gonna have this guy coming in here. This guy coming in here. This one in there. Then the upper layer. This one's just gonna rock right on in there. And they are wrong. Aha! Yay! So, yeah. We want this. It's going this way. Right? Oh, yeah, because that's the bottom. Ah. All right. And then this one to going down here. We don't have a ton of stuff in there. I'm just gonna clear it out manually a few times. We want to see circles here. We want to see squares up here. There's squares. Yes, squares. Let's hide this. And we'll clear out all that on the bottom. Clearing, clearing, clearing. And in the meantime, I will also clear you out. All right. Yeah. There we go. Obviously I got this one right. Yeah. See, the problem is on these first ones, I don't care about top and bottom. But this is essentially a second stage one. So in this one, I do care about top and bottom. Look at that. This one is just like a long slog, I feel. Yeah. Do we have a lot of stuff built up? Yeah, we do. We're going to clear all that out because we don't need it. Oh, another thing coming with 1.0 is achievements. Our favorite kind of crack. That's very exciting. That's a blueprint shape. We don't care about that. We're doing good. Let's take a look at upgrades. What is our next upgrade we want to do? We're getting close to unlocking our 3x3. We could do some of these guys. We could do tertiary colors. Get that white train. Not really using any of this. I feel like we could finish. Let's finish this one out. Get all those. Okay. So next we're going to need our windmill shape. And I know there's one right up here somewhere that I'm not seeing. Shape, filter, windmill, windmill. There, no. Windmill. Windmill. There's this one, but it has red, so we can't use that. We want an unpainted one. It's right here. Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna, let's start farming those up. I'm just gonna take this and Bring it on down. Now, for our first one, we're going to want no color. We're going to want uncolored. So for uncolored, let's use yellow. And we're going to need that on our other guys too. For squares. Yeah, this one is getting emptied out. And triple this up. Okay. So that's going to give us all the shapes we need. Let's come in here, get some yellow going. All right. And we're going to need to build up that whole shape. Yeah. This is going to be a bit of a pain. But that's okay. So we're going to have to do that for red, blue, and green as well. And we are kind of building these shapes right here. So, yeah. All right, let's claim a couple operator shapes. Oh, look at this. We already have this guy. And now, check this out. 10 research points per. Probably been doing that for a little bit now. Plus 100 platform limits per. I think that's maxed out. Which is great. That's good. Good stuff. All right. All right. So let's start with squares. We're going to bring... We're going to come way out here. Oh, no. I don't want any of that. There we go. I want red only. And yellow only to come out here. So where is one of our... here. Do that. I'm not gonna have that. All right, so we're gonna bring those full square shapes over here, and we're gonna unload. Okay. Upper right, we need them to do a counterclockwise. So this makes our base for this. All right. We can cut all of this off now. I'm going to cut those guys off. And I'm going to cut these guys off once he leaves. And once they all leave, I'm going to cut off these reds. 2. And blue. I'm just cutting everything off. So now I'm going to select all of you and clear you all out. Okay, because we need to rethink some stuff. So what we need to do, I'm just going to start with the grays. So the grays come and deliver raw shape into here, get cut and rotated. Perfect. Now we need to do, and we need to deliver those to the bottom of a stacker. So let's get a stacker depot, and I think we have a stacker quad depot. And we're going to do that. So those are going to be at the bottom. And this one is built correctly, so bottom means bottom. Okay. Next, we're going to need a uncolored circle cut into 4 pieces to go into a the top of that. Where's our circles coming from? They're all the way down here. They are. Okay. I'm gonna, nope. Not you. Cut, Shift F, boink. Okay. So you are going to be yellow. And then here, yellow goes up this way. And you're going to make those yellow portions. And we're just going to need one of you, because there's 4 times. All right. So this needs to go into the top of that stacker. Okay. Then these are going into the bottom of the next stacker, which I'm going to give some space to. And into the top of this, we need to feed windmills. I am going to Shift flip ya. And that is going to come from yeah, yellow should be feeding into here, and yet is not. Why not? Because I haven't done that yet. Okay. Gotcha. All right. So then let's also, before I forget, we're going to do this and give it 4 shape cars. Okay. So there we go. Uncolored, top left. Perfect. This is perfect. This is beautiful. Sometimes I have to just like be slow and break things down. All right, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to go down to here, then up, and then in. Down, up, and in. Oops. Down, up, and in. And across. That's much nicer. So I'm going to be delivering this from our windmills. So where are those windmills again? Down here. Let's get some cars going. Yellow. And then for the uncolored, just doing this. And yep, we're just going to take yellow, come up this way. Okay, so yellow is delivering there. Getting it done. And again... Oh, is this... Yeah, this is yellow. Top, see how it's top left? Perfect. So we will make again, a yellow train. Shapes 4. Then you're going to come all the way up here. And deliver it right there. Unload. Let's 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So that makes our final shape for the upper left quadrant. Now I want to take all this and do the same for all the others. We're going to do it this way. Do it here. So this is, let's start with blue since we're here. So blue squares are going to go onto the bottom. Blue circles, where are you at, blue circles? Over here. Those are on the bottom. They're going to go up top. Okay. Because blue circles are on top of blue squares. And this is not good. There we go. Then we need to do blue windmills next. And blue windmills will come in right here. So where we can do that, any little patch of blue along the way, which we could do right there. So I'm going to grab the painter. Yeah, we have a painter and a cutter. So right here we have blue windmills coming in. Now I'm going to take this, draw it out this way. And let's get this lined up. And right here, we're just going to take our blue, run you up this way. Okay. So that makes blue windmills. Now, we need blue windmills up there. Let's run it. We're going to run it up here. into there. So that is making our final shape for blue. Let's grab some more. So let's go take a look at how this is doing. Yep, that is beautiful. All right. Now this, we need to combine back into a quad shape loader. Like so. So shape loader, 2, 3, 4, and 7. This is our yellow / uncolored train. Okay, not worry about what it does now, but now we can take this and add it to here. Yeah, it can be there. Why not? So this is our fully blue deal. Okay, now same for red. So, yeah. Grab this. And this. And let's do red, sure, right here. Flip it. Why not? Okay, we have red squares. Let's start with red squares. Good, these do not have a track. So dropping the square down. And yeah, all we have to do, clip that there. And clipping all that there. Okay, perfect. So red squares are going in. Now we need red circles to come in. Where are those? I think red circles are, yeah, they're on our upper track here. So that's perfect. Oops. There we go. All right. And then we just need to make red windmills. So again, I'm going to take this and let's just find a red along the way. Yeah, we can use that. And windmills, so this, because we're also going to need green. Boink, and then we'll line this up. All right, so just red. It's going to go this way. Dropping off those windmills. Perfect. Okay, then red windmills. going to come in up here. You come around, cut this, and flip it. Red windmills. Oh, I need to make sure those are pointed in the right direction. I think they are not. So red windmills. Oh, need to not have this. That was close. Red, red. Four. Okay. Yeah. Come on. Draw. Draw, darn you. Yeah. Alright. That's good. Okie doke. So now we have red, gray, and blue. Done. So I'm going to cut this one off. And I'm just gonna copy paste it here. Because we only need these two stackers, right? All right. So again, now on this one, on these ones, upper lower is not going to matter. So I'm going to drop this down and bring it into the lower. Red. And bring you in. I think there's a train car that I didn't make yet. But I'm bringing you red in on the upper layer. It's right there. And then gray, upper layer right here. Oh, okay. All right, let me go check. That we have yellow windmills coming in. I think that's red windmills. Yeah, yellow is all done. Red windmills are good, going to be delivered. I think we've got it all for this next one here. Yeah. So red squares are in. Where are red circles? I see trains. Ah, got it. Okay. They're just not full for some reason. All right, red here, boink a boing. So yeah, some of these are good, right? Yeah. All right, so that's red. All right, so red's working, and look, that is a red complete shape. All right, so these are going to start coming in piece by piece, which is perfect. Now I'm going to build this all out for green. And green is going to end up delivering into that one. So I'm just going to plonk it here. Oh, we can leave you. In fact, we can go ahead and give you a train. That's nice. All right. So we're going to start with red squares. Delivering in, or I mean, green squares delivering into the bottom. Green circles into the top there. This one's not going to need any of this. Or that. Or that. Okay. This is just dropping them and flopping them. Okay, now, and I'm just gonna draw that in there. Why did you not jump? Weird. Oh, got it. I don't know, just didn't. Okay, green squares and circles are all set. Now we need to get green windmills made and coming on in. So I'm going to do this and do this. There's some green right there. Right into there. Perfect. Now, I'm going to send green up this way. Like that. I'm going to redirect you. All that one's dead. Okay, perfect. Now we have green windmills being made, but not in the correct position. Right? Those need to be clockwise. It might have been the correct position, but I'd rather be safe. Clockwise. This is going to take green windmills and deliver. Into there. Right. Make sure we didn't squish anything on the way. Yep. Excellent. So green now should be completed. Right? Because we have that, and we've got the windmills coming in. Oh my goodness, this one is making my stomach churn. It's just so, just little picayune stuff, right? Why are these not done yet? Come on. All right, gray. Wait, are you meant to be gray? I thought you were supposed to be blue. No, gray is fine. So those should be coming through. Ah, they're already stacked. That's the problem. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, these are final and already stacked. So they are now going to come in here and stack with these, which are already also final and stacked. Ah, that's what I could have... Oh no. Alright, what's going on here, guys? Okay. So this should be blue coming in here. And getting... coming in this. Why? Alright, so we have those. And do we not have blue windmills? Why do we not have blue windmills? I don't see anything. Alright, so this is what I didn't do then. See, I knew there was one. I just didn't know where it was. Okay. Alright, come on. Alright, I'm not gonna make you sit and wait for this. Let's speed it up. Alright, so those are delivering in now, which will get this going. And soon we have our blue quadrant. Now, in the meantime, all of the other shapes have loaded in here. So getting to this is going to be quick. You can see we also are starting to get greens loaded in here. And I did speed up, or I went and I respawned the blue windmill train just to get another load of those in as quickly as possible. I did notice too, we've got 96 research points. We're just rocking it on research points. Let's get the cheapies. Why not? And we still have 87 left. Let's upgrade our train capacity. So now we get 4 packages per. And you know what? Let's upgrade all of our processing stuff. So those are now working at the conveyor belt's going at 150 per minute, or 100. Yeah, 150. Yes. So those are all cruising, which is what you want to see in a production facility. Yay. Now you can see these are creating those two. Then they're going to roll in here where they're already waiting. Why do these not all have, like, why is there no fourth car? Did something get cut off? Fourth car is this one. Getting that in. Why is it not getting stuff in here? Oh. What's it? Okay, I screwed that up. Yeah, I screwed that up. Those are quad cars. They should be delivering to one station. All right. We can help it out by doing this. And we'll start getting some. Annoying. Yeah, see, they're all taken from the front car. Ugh. Alright. Well, we're so close to this one being done, and again, we're just dumping so many in there that it doesn't really honestly matter. But yeah, same with this. Oh, this one's working. Did I do this one right and I did other ones wrong? It's very possible. All right. So things are moving. Let's zip ahead. This is our final delivery. Yes, you can see that is correct. This one is not. Why is that mixed input? All right. We're getting some in there now. In fact, we could take this and do that. And that will get us another car's worth in each of these. Right. Let's see, the next one goes in. Stops there. Those all unload from the first car. The first car is now emptied out. Now the second car, yeah, and then there was nothing to unload for that one. Yeah, so now it's grabbing from that third car as well. Okay, that helps a little bit. Uh-huh. Yeah, same up here. Okay. So, you can see those are going in. Yay. Alright, let's zip it up. And skip to these being delivered, and then I'm going to turn this one on, and then we'll call it. Okay, so got these all in, and now we're waiting on these guys. In the meantime, I did go and I redid these. They're not perfect, they're still very ugly, but it works, and it works it'll work much quicker. So let's get those greenies. So these are going to be the full things of greens coming in. And I'm just going to cut all this off. clear all that out. Grabbing all this. How do we have that? Like that? Yeah. And up. Boom, boom, boom. So these all come in to the bottom. And then the grains will all come in on the top. And this one will go like that. So this should create our final shape, because that is correct there. I'm gonna connect that up. And as soon as I see one of these that is correct. Oh, here we go. All right, we're gonna be in this batch. Boom. Look at that. That is a beaut. My friends, this did not destroy us. This made us stronger. And look, we even got another opera shape. Boom. Boom. We're back up to 33 points. We are rocking it, my friends. We are going to call this an episode. Thank you so much for joining. We'll be back next episode. We're going to do probably another task next episode. And get cracking. Maybe start using our pin pusher. Very exciting, that. We will catch you then. Until then, this is Gramps, signing off.